Good afternoon, good people. Today is Sunday, March 13th, and today I am starting my seeds for the spring and summer season of 2022. I think I'm planting some summer squash, which is like zucchini and yellow squash, corn, peppers, tomatoes, um, green beans. I think that's it. Squash, corn, peppers, tomatoes, and green beans, and cucumbers. So I'm gonna be doing that now. I'll probably do um, pumpkins and watermelon a little bit later because it needs to be warmer for watermelons, and pumpkins we probably won't need those until fall. So I'll do those later, but for right now, this is what we're starting with. So let's fill up some cups. I got some soil right here that's off camera. You can't really see it, but we're gonna fill up these red Solo cups and get planting. All right, so I have 6 cups filled with dirt, filled with soil. Right here, I'm planting 6 different varieties of tomatoes. I have cherry varieties, which is blueberry, cherry tomato, Isis Candy cherry tomato, Green Doctors is also a cherry tomato, and then this Art Mix, which they look like cherries on the picture, but they might be a little bigger. Um, I haven't grown these before, so we'll find out. And all of these are from Baker Creek. So I'm gonna get these planted, and then I think I'm gonna move on to the peppers. So I just realized I didn't name the bigger tomatoes that I'm growing. So I'm growing a Aunt Ruby's German Green, which is a bigger tomato that ripens green, and the Black Beauty tomato, which is just a really, really deep purple that it looks black. And sorry, I had to sneeze. And I think I'm going to grow a San Marzano, but I don't have it with me right here. And when I drop the seed in, I just like stick my finger in the soil to like where my fingernail stops. Stick my pinky finger in there to where my pinky finger stops. So it's not like super deep, but it gives enough room for the seed to go in. Alright, and that's it for the tomatoes. Alright, now that I'm done with the tomatoes, I'm moving on to the peppers. I have a fish pepper. I have a Zulu pepper, albino bullnose, which is like a white bell pepper, sweet yellow banana peppers, mirror peppers, which is also another white pepper, Doe d'Espagne. It just looked like a really big bell pepper. Then another bell pepper mix, jalapenos, and ají pineapple, which is like a spicy pepper. So I have a lot of different bell pepper varieties, not a lot of spicy. The fish pepper is a little spicy. The jalapeno and the ají are really the only spicy ones because I'm not like huge on spicy peppers, but I'll try them out though. Now that I'm getting started on the peppers, I'm gonna fill these pepper cups with soil and plant these. Most of my plants that I'm starting, I'm putting them in a grow tent with grow lights, but the peppers I'm gonna put on a different rack with a heating mat because they need to be a little warmer than everything else to start getting germinated. So the heat mat will keep them warm. Alright. I do these the same as the tomatoes, where I put my pinky finger in here up to my thumbnail, my pinky nail, and that's the divot I put, and then I put the seeds in there. I try to plant more than I'll need because I don't know what's going to germinate and what's not, so I try to put like 4 in each cup, and then I can separate accordingly based off what germinates and what doesn't. Stick in here. So that was the Doe España. This is the Zulu pepper. With these Zulu peppers, I swear it was like, I got a feeling it was some type of bug. Well, I saw some like, I keep the seeds in like the little photo case thing. You get it from like Michael's, it's like $12. But this year I kept it outside in my shed, and I feel like it was these little bugs that I found in there, and I don't know if they ate the inside of these seeds. I'm hoping I'm just tripping, but you never know. So I kind of want to, these are the only ones that I really saw that damage in, and these aren't on Baker Creek's website anymore, so I don't even know how I would be able to get more of those. I'll probably order from somewhere else if I can, but I'm hoping that's not the case, and they'll be fine. They look a little different from the other ones. It looks like they had like got holes in them or something. So let's hope for the best and not assume the worst. Alright, now moving on to the ají peppers. I have not grown any of these successfully, actually. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I grew some bell peppers successfully, but those are from the grocery store. And then I grew some Spanish mammoth, which I'm not growing this year, but I grew those. But I'm excited for the peppers this season just because I didn't really have a whole lot of success in the season before. So I think I'm growing more peppers than I am anything else, just to see how they do. And I kind of want to branch out. I think one of the main reasons why I'm growing it because I want to start trying new things. Like, I got a lot of bell peppers, which I like, but I'm not really like a huge fan of jalapenos or banana peppers for that matter. I just started getting into them. Like, I just had a sandwich yesterday that had banana peppers on them, and that was probably like my second time ever eating banana peppers because I guess I just didn't used to like the flavor of them, but apparently my palate is expanding because my sandwich was really good. So why not experiment more by growing them instead of spending a whole bunch of money on buying sandwiches. Honestly, don't even know like what got me into gardening. I guess I just wanted to. I always loved food, like period. I love eating food. I love cooking food. So I feel as though maybe growing food is like the next level in that progression. It was kind of going backwards because the first, I always loved to eat. And then shortly after that, I started cooking. Like, I started cooking when I was probably like 9 or 10. And I knew I wanted to be a chef by like 12. I already knew that's what I wanted to do because I love cooking so much. And I love feeding people and getting people's reactions from my food, along with me enjoying the food, obviously. And so I went to school for culinary arts, and I quickly realized that the way they teach you how to cook is more so like really fast paced and for like kitchens, like restaurant kitchens. But I always grew up watching like Food Network and stuff, so though some of the people on Food Network are trained chefs, most of the shows, with the exception of like Chopped and Iron Chef, like they're not super fast paced. Like, they're at home or in a studio that looks like their home, and they are cooking for themselves or like their family. And I wanted that type of cooking lifestyle, but that's not the training you get from culinary. So I knew that culinary, at least a culinary degree wasn't for me. I still love to cook, still love to eat, still love to grow food, but now I know that I'm just gonna do it a different way. And I still cook for my family. That's pretty much all I cook for. Either it's my family at home or like we throw like a party or a gathering, or barbecues and stuff like that. I cook for my extended family and friends, and whoever shows up. Honestly, they can have some food. But yeah, so I think I just got into gardening just because I wanted to go back to the beginning. Like, first, eating food is like the end of that story. Cooking it comes before that, and then growing it is the beginning. So if I start off knowing how to grow it, I already know everything else. And all of these are like, or I can constantly learn new ways to cook, new things to cook, as well as new things to grow. I don't know if you can find new ways to eat, but you get the point. But yeah, so I found this new love in growing food. I started a gardening Instagram, which is doing really good. I feel like it's doing just as good as like my personal Instagram, which I've had for 10 years probably, and I've only had my gardening Instagram for like a year or two, and it almost has like the same amount of followers, close to. It's gonna surpass it. Watch. But I love the sense of community that's on my Instagram, my gardening Instagram, because it's like, even though you can learn from anyone as far as growing, I love seeing people that look like me, because it's not a lot of black gardeners. Well, on my Instagram there is, but like when I look on YouTube though, I've learned a lot from everyone that I follow as far as gardening on YouTube. I want to see more people that look like me. So hey, if you want to see the change, you gotta be the change. So that's why I started making YouTube videos. One of the reasons why I started making YouTube videos. So I'm done with the peppers, and these are gonna go on the grow mats. Alright, we got tomatoes and peppers out the way, which was the bulk of it for the most part. I have the winter squash, which it's grown in summer. You can't grow it in the winter, but it'll last over the winter because it has a harder skin, so it'll last longer. It's the Table Queen acorn squash, and just a winter spaghetti squash. And then for the summer squash, I have yellow straight neck and dark green zucchini. Then I have some green beans, which are bush beans. They don't vine, they bush out. And then two different varieties of cucumbers. One is platinum cucumber, which is a white cucumber, and then lemon cucumber, which is yellow and circular, but it doesn't taste like lemons, it tastes like cucumbers. So that's what we got next. Oh, and I got sweet corn, peaches and cream, sweet corn. And the routine is the same with this. Stick the pinky up to the pinky nail, drop them in. At the end, once I'm finished with all the planting, I'll show you my grow tent setup. So you can see it just has grow lights that I bought off Amazon. Everything I got off Amazon. I got the grow tent from Amazon. I got the grow lights, and then like the little racks that I have in there. Those are the storage racks. They come in various sizes. You can get those from Walmart. You also get them from Amazon like I did. So this first one is the acorn squash, which I've never grown acorn squash before, but like I said, I'm trying to branch out on the types of food that I eat, different varieties. Like I like zucchini and yellow summer squash. I've also never tried spaghetti squash, but I'm sure it can't be too bad. If I don't like it, I'll just give it away. I know people that like it, so. I'll give it to my mama or something. yellow straight neck summer squash, which I really only need to put one of each in here because these grow like crazy. So once they sprout, I'm probably gonna separate these as soon as they sprout. So they get really big really fast. Onto the cucumbers. I did have success growing these last year. The lemon cucumbers, they're actually really good, which is like salt and pepper and dip them in ranch. This is what I do. Just put some salt and pepper on them, dip them in ranch, and they're really good. And they look like, well, they look more like tennis balls really than lemons, but they are really bright yellow. And they're cool looking. Like when I grow them on, like, I have like this little gate in my backyard, and it's just like little yellow balls hanging on the gate. It looks pretty cool. I have some pictures of that on my Instagram actually. I can link my Instagram below if you guys want to go follow me. I want to be more consistent on posting on all social media, really. Sometimes social media gets like super overwhelming, so I try to stay off of it, but I know that there's also a lot of benefits to social media. It has a lot of community if you know where to go and if you're in the right circles, so that's what I just need to do. Stay in the right circles and post where it matters. And that is the mindset that I'm trying to keep so I can stay active on social media where I need to be active and take breaks accordingly when I need to take breaks. The last thing is these green beans, and then I will be done planting for today. This is a decently long video. I'm already at 25 minutes, so I understand if you don't want to watch the whole thing, but I appreciate the people who stayed, who find interest in gardening like I do, or who just want to support me just for the sake of supporting me. I appreciate all of that. Part 1 of the spring summer 2022 gardening season, at least the planting part. Part 1 is complete. This is my grow tent setup with the grow lights that I previously stated. Like I said, everything is from Amazon. This is the peppers. This is the grow mat for the peppers. I'm pretty sure, not the grow mat, the heating mat. I also got that from Amazon. Pretty much everything from Amazon. Most of my seeds are from Baker Creek or Home Depot or Walmart. So everything is pretty accessible. You need to get it online, or I'm sure everybody has like a Home Depot or a Lowe's. That's sage. I'm sure everybody has like a Home Depot or a Lowe's by them. So gardening really isn't hard. For the people who think they don't have a green thumb, it's really about trial and error, because I failed a lot before I had success. And I don't feel bad about my failures, because like you get seeds for like $1.50, and you get like 20 to 30 seeds. So even if you fail, you only really out of a few dollars. You know, a bag of soil is like $7, $8, and then you pay $1 for seeds, a couple dollars for some cups. So you really only got a $15 to $20 if you quote unquote fail, which is not a lot. I failed more that cost more money than that. So I say just try again, because you never know what you'll get. All right, good people. I'll see y'all in the next video.